What's good, y'all? Buckle up coming through on a quick drop. So, first and foremost on this quick drop, I'm going to start off by saying this. I was just listening to Knockout86 over there on his live. Talking about if you want to debate me, come to my channel, pull up, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you lame-ass cornball. When Buckle Up already done poked up in your motherfucking live chat, and like I told your goofy ass before, you got me blocked. I'm not coming to your whack ass emails or whatever the fuck you got set up to come to. I'm not coming to none of that shit. You unblock you unblock Sports Prediction or Buckle Up, which whatever one you got blocked, you unblock it, I'll come on your motherfucking page. Other than that, you can't adjust that shit and unblock my shit. Go over to Greedy Gloves. Greedy Gloves, holla at Greedy Gloves, and let us all set up, and let's give Greedy Gloves page a show any motherfucking way. Go over to Greedy Gloves, set up on Greedy Gloves, and we can meet on Greedy Gloves page. Because I really don't want you to have no control over shit. Because when you get boxed in, and you don't have nothing else to do on whatever you talking about, you don't have no more motherfucking information to help you on whatever the fuck you trying to talk about, you do the same shit. You regards to saying little slick shit, wanting the mute button, and all that bitch shit too. You do all that same bitch ass shit. So shut your goofy ass up like when you coming to somebody's page, you going to debate and shut. She ain't going to shut shit down. You a lame ass dummy, don't know what the fuck you talking about neither. Now, first of all, Knockout86, Gary Russell Jr., when you said, first of all, Gary Russell Jr. Is not from no motherfucking Tank City at all. I don't know if you done found out before me putting this out or whatever, but I heard you recently saying something about they both from the same city. Shut the fuck up. They not from the same motherfucking city if your dumb ass don't know that by now. Gary Russell Jr. is from Washington, D.C., Mr. Delusional, all right? You starting to make people think that you sucking Tank off now, too. Yeah, that's what you make a motherfucker think. And by your goofy ass not being from Baltimore or D.C., you have no idea of what the fuck you talking about. No idea what the fuck you talking about. This goofy motherfucker holler, we think Gary Russell Jr. is better than Lamont Roach when we didn't even know Lamont Roach before Tank just called his motherfucking name. Nobody even knew or was talking about no motherfucking Lamont Roach until Tank just called his motherfucking name, and here you is trying to protect it. Not to say that Lamont Roach is not a good fighter. Not to say that Lamont Roach is not a good fighter in his motherfucking division with what's going on with him right now. But it's levels to this shit. And if he was ready for a top 135 pounder, he'd be in the fucking 135 pound division for real. And we would be knowing about him. If he was really ready for a top 135 pounder, at this point in his career, we would already know about him. We would know who he is. We would know who coming up, who is the threat. That's like if he was like a Nui. If a Nui was in 130 right now, we would know who he is. So it's not no disrespect to Lamont Roach because we don't know who the fuck he is. And when I did my motherfucking homework on Lamont Roach, all the shit that I seen, all the fights that I seen him, he don't got what it take to beat no motherfucking Tank. Period. I mean, Knockout86 is in denial to the fact Tank been shying away from Gary Russell Jr. for years now. That's what the fuck you don't understand. This ain't just starting. This been for years. And so the fuck what Gary Russell Jr. So the fuck what Gary Russell Jr. is 36. Y'all stupid motherfuckers always trying to judge a motherfucker on their age. You don't know how a motherfucking body feel because you feel like an old ass goofy motherfucker at 36. Just because that might be how you feel, you don't know how the next motherfucker feel at 36 or what they could do at 36. Stop trying to use a motherfucking age to try to stop something from happening. Shut the fuck up. Tank been shying away from Gary Russell Jr. for years now. That man been calling his name out for a long time. And all of a sudden, you holler, it's weight classes for a reason. But you said nothing when Tank was getting all the other dudes that he brought up in weight from 126 and 130. Jesus Salar. He brought Jesus Salar up, but you could have brought Gary Russell up back then instead of bringing up Jesus Salar. All this proves is that Tank feels some kind of way about taking a chance against Gary Russell Jr. And this ain't to say that Gary Russell Jr. wouldn't get knocked the fuck out too. But this Gary Russell Jr. name, and whether Lamont Roach is better than Gary Russell Jr. right now, whether he is or not, Gary Russell Jr. name is the more attractive name for Tank right now. At a time right now for Tank, Gary Russell Jr. name would fit the bill more than Lamont Roach name fit the bill. They say Loma owed Gary Russell Jr. a rematch because he beat Loma. Because he beat Loma for real, even though he didn't. So motherfuckers who heard me just say that and I'm not agreeing with it, no, he didn't beat no motherfucking Loma at all. You know? But they, for some reason, don't want Tank to pull that particular guy up like he do all the other ones he pulled up from 126 and 130. Now, look, Knockout86 say Gary Russell Jr. is a cherry pick for Tank, as if Lamont Roach not a fucking cherry pick to Tank Davis too. He trying to pass Lamont Roach as if Lamont Roach is like a monster annoy or somebody coming out of the division that's really like doing some major shit. Or Bud Crawford, a name like that. He act like he a name like that. Lamont Roach is a name that fit with all the names now. Or he like a name like a T.O. or somebody like that. What the fuck is you talking about? What is career defining about Tank fighting a guy in Lamont Roach who we actually know Tank can be, who we already know can't beat Tank at all. We know Lamont Roach can't beat Tank at all. We already know that before it gets started. We know that going in. I know Tank can beat Gary Russell going in. Before the fight even started, I think Tank would stop Gary Russell. I still think that right now. Tank stops Gary Russell. But Gary Russell is the more attractive fucking name right now. Simply off the fact that he next door in DC and his name is already been a big name in the sport of boxing. I mean, you're goofy ass reaching because you know deep in your heart that if Tank lose to Gary Russell Jr., that's going to be the biggest and worst upset in boxing, simply because of how the dude Knockout Boxing 86 be talking. That's why. That would be a big upset. Lamont Roach is an even bigger upset. Lamont Roach is an even bigger upset if Tank was to lose to Lamont Roach. A Gary Russell upset wouldn't be as big as a Lamont Roach upset. Another delusional ass goofy that know damn well Lamont Roach is getting knocked the fuck out or stopped. Knockout Boxing already know that Lamont Roach is getting knocked out or stopped. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. We know that's guaranteed. I mean, Tank will have to prove to us, he will have to prove to us he could knock out or stop Gary Russell Jr. Even though I still say he could knock him out, but I could be wrong as a motherfucker. Knockout Boxing 86 saying what he would do. I mean, all that what Tank would do shit. That would do shit don't help for Tank. That don't help his career, all that would do shit. Fuck is a would have career, what is a would have career worth having? A would have career. Knockout Boxing living off of what he would do. Instead of convincing everybody and just go do it. Could have did that a long time ago with Gary Russell. A long time ago, and still could have did it right now. Don't talk us to death. Go shut Gary Russell. Go shut Gary Russell the fuck up with a fight date. Yeah. Don't talk us to death about what he would do to Gary Russell. Shut us up with a negotiation and a fight date set up for Gary Russell. Go deal with that. That man been disrespecting the shit out you. Man sitting on no motherfucking video every day, sitting in interviews just saying you a bitch, just straight, just trashing you like that. Nah. And you just letting that shit ride? That's big for the DMV. Gary Russell versus Tank is big for the DMV. That's an exciting fight for the DMV area. Definitely. Everybody would love that. That would be big. Yes, that would be nice for the DMV area. But it is what it is. We got Lamont Roach. Wish Lamont Roach a good luck with his career. I think this was a bad decision by his team to allow this to happen, to allow them to let Tank team use him as food. Especially if he's supposed to be a good fighter anyway. You think the man got a good career ahead of him, why use him as food for Tank at the next division up? Knowing what's getting ready to happen. We already know. Like I told y'all before, it's like going to a movie, seeing a movie you already seen before. Tank for the knockout or stoppage. Only thing we can always do as far as Gary Russell Jr. and Tank is just wonder what would have happened. Because we can't guarantee that he would have knocked out or stopped Gary Russell. Gary Russell Jr. See y'all on the Get Back.